All right, well, a very good afternoon to you folks here on Speed Gaming 4. We are pleased to bring back to you the Metroid Prime 2 Echoes Randomizer weekly community race. We've been gone for a few weeks. Our last restream here was October 2nd, but we are nonetheless back, and we've got a race of Cestrion versus Crash Boom Bang, along with our other community racers. I'm Captain MD, and today I am joined by Sean. How you doing today?
I am doing normal. I definitely love seeing this layout again.
Ah,
And I love
yes.
Echoes. It's definitely my favourite Prime game.
Well, certainly we're glad you're here to join us here in the booth, and we are. This race is being tracked as almost as always by the wonderful JoJo Mojo, and she will be making sure everybody knows who has what tonight. But as we get started, we are on our odd settings tonight. Today, time zone equivalent time range, but we are on our odd settings today, which means that our runners will be starting somewhere random with up to 3 items, and the elevators are random two-way between areas, so not too crazy, but still crazy enough to be random.
Alright, so if there isn't anything else, I think we're waiting on one person to
We
ready
are
up. Yeah?
we are waiting on one person. They're just looks like Sodium is just wrapping up in the room. She's just gone live, so all should be well within roughly a minute. Yeah, normally we kind of do things the other way around to Prime Rando, where Prime 1 Rando's weeklies, where the odds are the standard starts and the evens are the random elevators. We kind of do it the other way around to give you folks a little variety on your weekends, although the even weekly has had a recent change. We are currently on the even weekly starting in the main energy controller instead of landing site, which we've been doing for a while. The reason being is that there's a bit of a waiting problem with missiles. I'm actually just going to go ahead and kick off the race time room while I go into this. But yeah, there's a problem, right? There's a bit of a bug in this version of the randomizer. We are on version 3.2.1 is the latest version, but 3.2.0 works just fine. There's a bit of a waiting problem with Missile Launcher. For some reason, after Trooper Security Station, Missile Launcher gets no weight. The main thing that results from it is that the first logical item in this logic for a landing site start would be GFMC Compound, and because of the weighting issue, GFMC would always have main power bombs, because that's the only other way back. So every week we've had main power bombs at GFMC, which, granted, having 6 power bombs courtesy of the dupe jump is great, but
6.
but it also gets, dare I say, a little boring after a while. So
Wait, 6? Can you dupe it twice?
it's 3 for the original, and then 6 after the dupe.
I am pretty sure that's 2.
Well, actually, in our settings, we have the mains give 3.
Oh, okay.
All right, so looks like we've got our starting items are missiles, bombs, and space jump. Okay.
Okay.
We're starting in Aegon. Missiles, bombs, and space jump are a great combo.
If we can pause Crash's feed for a second, so Cestrion can.
Yeah, they'll sync up in a
up.
second. They'll be synced up in a moment. But yeah, we get a Storage C start with super missiles, immediately followed by Screw Attack in bioenergy production.
Yeah, this is a pretty weird start. It's
stacked at that, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of boring. Like, Screw Attack always is always given very soon, especially if you have some tricks turned on, because Screw Attack just basically allows you to do so much stuff. Maybe we should exclude it for a couple seeds.
Or turn the... well, what I might do is, for the polls for future races, I try to always ask if they want progressive grapples. And so far, I've had a couple of close, almost ties, but so far, folks have just been saying no. But here's the thing about Screw Attack, especially here, is that it lets you go check Dark Samus 1 safely, because even if Storage D is not Dark Beam, you can still Screw Attack the Crystal Switch to get back. So you could
Yeah.
absolutely go either way from here.
One weird crystal switch is the one immediately, like the one in between command center and reactor core,
Hmm.
because like those two for some reason don't actually work until you reload the room after the cutscene.
Indeed. Unfortunately, it looks like Cestrion just got Prime 1 drop systemed because we're in a bit of a minor problem going towards the save station from here, is that you do need a missile to bust down the door, and unfortunately, since we have no missiles, Cestrion's going to be forced to go backwards.
Yeah, that is what happens when you use all your missiles with the two enemies in here that are probably one of the most annoying enemies in this game just because the missiles are so bad.
And Crash just realized the same thing. The problem is that they needed to burn their 5 missiles to get out of Storage C. And now Crash just got a missile drop.
Yeah, starting with 5 missiles isn't really very good, which is why I usually have the missile launcher give 15 instead.
It's not a bad idea, honestly.
I put in multiple launchers as well, so you can't even like make predictions based on where you found a launcher because it could be any one.
Yeah, mystery is always a good spice for the randomizer. Now, I noticed Cestrion has gone and deliberately closed the door in Command Center here over the vent switch, so I would assume that there is an important item in Command Center as a result.
Yeah, unfortunately, the stream isn't very good right now. Isn't very clear. Oh yeah, I usually avoid using lifts and like the lifts here in the mines in Aegon and the cannons in the entire game because I usually shuffle cannonball and I only have one. So to avoid losing it, I skip every single cannon in the game.
Oh yeah, that's especially easier to do once you get Screw Attack.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, with Screw Attack and some slope jumps especially, the only cannon you really have to worry about, or the only time you're forced to give up Cannonball pretty much, is if you have to get up Cat West without... and you don't want to go all the way around Sanctuary, or if you... I'm trying to remember what I was going to say here. Or if you have to go fight Dark Samus 2. Because Cannonball doesn't work on boosting through the glass in Main
Oh
Gyro.
yeah,
You have to use boost.
that sucks. Yeah, I hate Airy for that precise reason. Okay, so that was Dark Beam and Command Center. So Cestrion's route looks to be the correct one for now.
Indeed, because what's going to happen here is Crash is going to have to leave whatever this is behind. But thankfully it's a missile, so item-wise, Cestrion's not going to be... Or Crash, rather, is not going to be missing out on anything. On the flip side, though, Cestrion, on the other hand, is going to get Storage B on his way back through here. The other thing is that right out of here, Cestrion can check the item in Storage D, and it'll be easier to reload Main Reactor that way to check the item in there. Speaking of stuff that's Dark Beam locked, that is Annihilator Beam in Storage B, so that is a way back from the Dark World. There could now be progression in Doomed Entry already, and it looks like that's
Yeah,
exactly
we could
where it's
even
going.
have we could. I mean, I guess Light Beam at this point could be almost anywhere. Like, of course, not behind any Light Beam locks, but with Annihilator, it could be. Uh, it could be less simple.
Oh, yes. And Crash has gone ahead and screw attacked through the tunnel in Main Reactor to get a missile tank, just to make life a little easier. And I couldn't tell if that was a Dark Ammo tank or a Super Pickup. That is a Super Pickup, one of the items for multiplayer, and it is double damage.
Can't wait for that model to be changed.
So yeah, for those not familiar with double damage and whatnot, we've managed to bring the 3 multiplayer power-ups, unlimited missiles, unlimited beam ammo, and double damage into the main game, so we can now shuffle those items.
Yeah, they work and they are permanent, so that's fun. There's also Cannonball, as I mentioned before. I'm not sure if it's present here.
Should be. There is one. There is one
Okay.
shuffle cannonball in this pool.
Okay, so Cannonball is the state you enter when you use a Morph Ball cannon in this game, which, when used as an item, um, has basically the same functionality as Boost Ball, but it does a different type of damage, so it only does damage to things that are normally damaged by Cannonball. It doesn't do Boost Ball damage, so unfortunately you will need Boost Ball to destroy a lot of things. And but one perk is that for one you can kill Adult Chica almost instantly because for some reason she,
Want to stop you first?
for some reason Adult Chica is vulnerable to cannonball damage.
I want to stop
And
you for a brief. I want to stop you for a brief moment because
yeah,
with
that was
Sestra,
Light Beam in what's this called again?
this is in cache 2, and that was actually a very
Yeah.
heads up play because Screw Attack and Annihilator with Dark World access does put this into logic right away. So on top of that, now Sestrion can just go all the way. Well, unfortunately, he's in a bit of a bind here,
And that's a death.
and
Okay.
I would hope that he is just safety saved right outside in cache 2. So,
Yeah,
and it looks
Dark Egg
like
and
he has.
Wastes. Here we are. Okay.
So thankfully, that's
That's good.
not a particularly consequential KO, but it does give Crash a little bit of breathing room to catch up here, as he is going to see the Dark Beam, or has seen the Dark Beam in Command Center, is now working to retrieve that.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, in Command Center, one other thing is if you don't come in through I mean, even if you do, like, basically, the first time you enter the room, you will have these pirates preparing to get into the portal, the Dark Aether, and you can't actually get into the tunnel from that side, from the exit, until you reload this room. So that's what we did. But yeah, as I was saying about Cannonball, one neat thing about Cannonball is that it makes you completely invulnerable to all damage when you're inside. When you're inside of it, when you're in Morphball mode in general, it just makes you invulnerable to everything. So that's actually useful for a couple checks. For example, um, you can do Ingra Liquori pretty early on. Like, I think you can do it with Varia if you have Cannonball.
You could, absolutely. You would need a couple energy tanks anyway to fire
Yeah,
Light Beam a couple times, but that's
just
about
a
it.
couple energy tanks, but because you need to do like a couple jumps once you're there, but that's about it.
Alright, we're going to see Sestron just go ahead and make the full loop here, because Light Beam also grants us the item in Cache 1. We could see it anyway without Light Beam, but to get it, we would need Light Beam to get out.
Yep, let's see what's in Vanilla Light Beam.
We actually need to find sometime relatively soon.
Dark Expansion.
Ancestron's not going to say no, but our only way out of here, actually, because of our start, is Spider Ball plus Light Beam. We can't go out through the front door because the gate covering Mining Station A is locked up. So that is not openable from the backside. So the only way to get out is to get Spider Ball and go out main reactor through ventilation area A. Actually,
I mean, one other thing we could do is go back to through the front of the mines.
Oh yeah, actually, we can just go.
Because here in the Dark World, it's locked by super missiles, which we have, and in the Light World, it's locked by missiles, which we also have.
That too. Yeah, we can actually just go right through this way. Although this is a very dangerous, and I actually had a problem with this in the recent weekly we had, where oh, don't tell me that's Spider Ball.
Yeah,
Welp.
it is, of course.
Well, now
Of
pick
course
your
it would be.
direction. Well, now pick your direction. Um, but what you're going to see here is Cestrion's just going to go ahead and activate the super fields because it just absolutely trivializes this.
Yeah, Sestrin is gonna Epstein these Inga Inga warriors.
Yeah, they're just going to vaporize on us.
Yeah, they're just gonna kill themselves. Like literally, they're gonna run straight into the death field.
To answer a question in chat, Spider Guardian Spider Guardian has been remodded to only get max stun on a powerbomb impact rather than vaporize on powerbomb. So yes, the Spider Guardian softlock has been compensated for. Now,
Yeah, one thing to be careful here with is the Inclaw right here, because we don't have any E-tags, so we would need to be very quick here. I would suggest doing like a dash or something, but the screw attack luckily also has this neat little quirk where even if you only have Varia, while using screw attack, you only take the amount of the dark roll damage you would take with dark suit. So 1.2 E per second as opposed to 6.
I think it's like closer to 2, but the point still stands is that it is better to use screw attack, and
Oh, yeah.
that's exactly what he did, and as a result, got main power bombs out of Warrior's Walk. So that is definitely the way you want to get back to the south, or the I don't know if this is south on this game's compass, but the south early end of Aegon.
There's also one check we can do in Sand Canyon.
Yes, we can check
We can
Sand.
logically do it, so it could be something.
Yeah, and Cestrion's just going to take the very wise decision here and save all of this stuff, because this is a lot of stuff to find in the first few items, because we can now completely clear this lower quadrant here, except for Crossroads, because we do not have Boost Ball.
One other thing that could very easily be like in logic, I think, is the item at the entrance of the mines here in Aegon in the Light World.
Oh, this
Okay,
item up here?
So Cestrion is doing Jump Guardian here. Basically, for anyone who doesn't know, Jump Guardian has an invisible hitbox here that is active from before you start the fight. It's there because of you're not intended to get into the arena from anywhere but the only side from which you can't hit that hitbox. I mean, I think you can actually, but it takes a lot more. Like, it takes a lot longer. And yeah, if you just shoot it like this, you can then enter the fight, and Jump Guardian will only have a slither of health left.
Yeah, and I don't think Cestrion realized that at the time. Also picked up Dark Aegon Key 3, but Cestrion only needed to do 14 light beam shots rather than all the 20 or so that he shot, because double damage does still apply here. Actually, we should,
Yeah.
before we go any further, I just want to say we do want to just give a quick warning to our folks at home. Double damage and light fields don't often work well with each other, so you may see Samus flicker a lot in Morph Ball mode when crossing a dark field in this manner. So a fair warning to anybody who is sensitive to that.
Yeah. Also, another thing that happened to me, like, I was playing a completely normal seed, and for some reason the doors completely died on me. Like, the shield removal animation for the doors, like, became this light show of nothing makes sense help. So
Oh
that's
my.
something to look out for.
Alright, looks like it's an energy tank in Junction Site, which Cestrion is immediately going to pick up, and quite frankly, I would not disagree with this.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think now we are going to see a in-cache, what, 1?
4.
4.
You know,
Of course.
I mean, it's prime room names. This is pretty much typical day at the office. But
Yeah,
yeah,
there's reminder that there's two save stations in Aegon, two in Dark Aegon, and they are called like 1 and 3 and B and C, something like that.
all right, more dark ammo out of Incash 4, so we're starting to slow down a little. Well, I say we're starting to slow down. We have all beams, screw attack, and almost all
Two
ball
dark
upgrades.
two dark Aegon keys actually, right?
Was there another one in Trial Tunnel? I wasn't, oh
No,
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 Trial Tunnel was a bomb.
I'm sorry, no. But we do have one which is, I would worry. Like, maybe it's nothing, but
All right,
usually this early on in the game, it's never nothing.
unfortunately, Crash got got almost Prime 1 drop systemed again, so Crash is going to put off Trial Tunnel for now and just deal with Jump Guardian now instead. And what is that in Crossroads? I could not see what that was, unfortunately. It looked
Yeah, me
orangey,
neither.
so maybe missile, but... And yeah, so...
Oh yeah, when you enter this room from the outside, you just get teleported to the portal, which is pretty neat, especially because this gate was closed.
Yeah, otherwise you'd have to go all the way back around after Incash
Yeah.
4, which would be a minor inconvenience at worst. So unfortunately, what we do not have that would make life easier for these runners are translators that would allow our runners to read various hints sprinkled throughout the game. There
Yeah, there's
are...
hints and there's also just doors, just gates everywhere.
Yeah, and we do have random elevators, so both of our runners currently have access to 2 elevators in Aegon. They have the Aegon Temple elevator through Light Beam and Power Bombs, and they have the entrance.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's also possible to do this one in here with one missile and then screw attack instead of the seekers, but yeah, logically we have those two.
Alright, Crash is electing to pick up the Power Bomb expansion in Trial Tunnel. I cannot see what that is in Mining Plaza at all.
I mean, who can? Cestrion is very quiet. Like, are we sure his audio is even on?
Yeah, it's on. I can hear it. Folks in chat, give us a hand with that. How is game audio? We can tune that up in a minute if you need me to do that. Well, unfortunately, Crash's early routing has set him behind a little bit, but ultimately he is going to catch up. Chat is saying it's a bit low, so let me see what I can do to boost that just a wee bit. Alright, let's try that.
How's this? Okay, so the translator gate on here is in here, like in mining 1?
Mining Station A.
Yeah, mining station A, sorry. In mining station A, luckily it was free. There's this thing you can do, like the translator gates can be randomized in Randomania, and there's also an option to have them randomized, including an unlocked state. And this unlocked state, oh, that is a dog suit.
Well, that would have been nice to have about 20 minutes ago.
The unlocked state basically doesn't show any translator icons, and you can just open it without any translators, just scan it.
Yeah, we typically, when we're doing our landing site starts in the even weeklies, we have both the gates in the Hive transport area turned off because In a landing site start, you've got no items, and you're basically just going through the hive chambers for 2.5 minutes while nothing's happening. So we thought, in
Yeah.
the interest of speeding things up, we just turned those off for the even weeklies.
Yeah, you can't do Dark Missile Trooper. There's only one check that you can only do if you happen to spawn in with bombs. So
Alright, Sestron's going to divert real quick for this extra energy tank here in Mineshaft. 3E Tank's Variasuit is definitely a lot cozier for Dark World navigation. With Dark Suit, that just elevates your Dark World time dramatically. If this were still Variasuit, Dark World time would be just a tad bit over a minute with this much energy.
yeah, like 6E a second, and we would have 400. Yeah.
It's about 16 seconds per, a little over 16 seconds per energy tank.
So yeah, times 4. That is about a minute. Don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Crash, I think, checked. Oh, Crash is going to see the elevator. All right, let's take a look. This is access to a. Okay, that elevator is literally vanilla.
Okay, nice. I would go in there because there is one free item in Agon Gate. Like usually, it's progression. When I play,
I
usually
think
it's progression.
Crash might elect
Oh,
to.
Dark Ammo expansion. Ah,
I didn't see what that was in Mining Plaza, but it didn't look like a major item, at least not at first.
hopefully not. There could still be something on a Morbis. Hopefully not.
Yeah, I don't know. This is one of my. This is. I'll strictly confess, I made this, so usually that means a Morbis is required.
You didn't make this, okay? You just rolled the dice.
If you want to put it that way.
You're just the one who threw the dice, okay? That there's no reason to like. There's no reason to hold yourself accountable for any of this.
Yeah, the nice thing
Okay,
about having
looks like we're doing Sand Canyon.
the nice thing about having double damage in Aegon is that it just makes mincemeat of regular pirates. They go down in one dart beam shot, because normally a pirate has 60 HP and a dart beam shot does 30.
Yeah, one dark beam shot or even one missile, which are way more common in drops. So, yeah,
More common in drops and has a better yeet value.
yeah. One thing that's very satisfying to do for that reason is if you visit Torvus Temple for the first time with Seekers and double damage, like the third phase with the 4 pirates that spawn in around you, you can just go to the edge of the arena and just shoot all of them at once with the missiles
Oh, yeah.
and kill them all in one hit.
Alright, so Sestron has chosen to go to the Aegon Temple elevator, which leads to Temple Transport Emerald. This is actually a valid option to get into Great Temple, because in random elevators... Ooh, nice Violet translator.
Okay.
In random elevators, the temple, if you come in through Temple Transport Emerald, the gate is kept down to avoid soft locking.
Yeah. Okay, so I think Crash is definitely about to get the item here. Hopefully,
Ooh, trigger
cutscene.
fight. Luckily, this is super easy with double damage, dark beam, various other useful items.
Another thing I purposefully avoid during my runs is coming into the mines through the front. Like I even leave the gate locked. Like I never use that entrance.
Ooh, the other 2 gates out of this area are violet locks. So that violet
Great,
transfer...
fantastic. So we have more options, which means one of them will be incorrect.
Most likely. That's a light ammo tank in Central Mining Station. Crash is going to just go ahead and pick that up. It does give you more Annihilator ammo, and we still have not found unlimited beam ammo, so ammo would not go completely amiss at this point.
Yeah, unlimited beam ammo. Unfortunately, like every every multiplayer item, of course, is not in logic. So they could be literally anywhere. They could be in an area that you logically cannot access any time into
Welp,
the game.
we're-
Well,
we
looks
gotta
like
find
a
a Morbus.
Morbis is required after all.
Yep, we have a Sky Temple key on a Morbus, and that, folks, is why we read hints.
Yeah, so in case anyone doesn't know, that like every boss gives you an item, but with the exception of Chica, they also unlock one other item. So there are two possible reasons why you would need to do either a Morbis or Quadraxis. A Morbis unlocks his own item and the one in Mining Plaza, and because of layering stuff. And Quadraxis unlocks both his own item and I don't know why I'm calling them him, like its own item. Yeah, Quad unlocks both its own item and two moss.
Ooh.
Two moss, of course, would be. Oh, that's a nice emerald translator. Two moss, of course, would be the second item that Umos gives you in the temple. The first is, of course, the temple key we got a minute ago, but
We have an interesting scenario here. So Cestron has just checked both of the elevators out of Temple Transport Amber and Violet, and they are unfortunately both Seeker locks. The Temple Transport Amber has led to Aegon Portal, and the Aegon Portal elevator outside Light Crossroads. And
so we have to go to Aegon Gate through Aegon Entrance.
yeah, which means
That's
that
what we
translator,
have to do.
which means the translator there has to be either Violet, Emerald, or Open. I would laugh
Yeah.
hysterically if it is Emerald.
What if it's just Amber and you find Amber Translator in Aegon Gate?
Could be. And assuming we can go through Aegon Gate, there is a huge amount of checks we can make right now in Temple Grounds. We can practically full clear the place.
Yeah, I think so too. We have the only two items that are locked by bosses. We can't do the only one in there that requires a light suit, unfortunately. We can't, right? There's no way to get up there without light suit.
Fortress
Or can we
Transport
do-
access? No, we can't do that without light suit.
Yeah. Would be nice if there was a BSJ or something you could do to just climb up there. That would be very nice for Chica as well, so you can, not have to do the hunt for its keys when it's required, but unfortunately, yeah, there's no way yet.
Alright, so Cestron has warped to... I believe this was a warp to start here. Except has realized that he has not opened up the gate yet, and will have to go out and around through either Vent Area A or Doomed Entry. Take your pick. Crash, on the other hand, it should be noted, did open that gate.
And we love the sound of keys, don't we?
Fortress Transport Access is the room that has the two Luminous turrets, and it also has a Violet hint.
Yeah.
But you can get it with Out of Bounds as well, but that requires getting out of bounds, and out of bounds movement is very difficult.
Yeah, when I say there's no way to get to something, I mean inbounds. I mean, there's no inbounds way. Yeah, for example, this right here, Sand Canyon, right? When I'm avoiding cannons, you can actually do Sand Canyon with just scan dashes. It's pretty tight, but you can do it.
I'm going to stop you there. We have an interesting scenario that's just developed. Alpha Splinter disappeared after a power bomb. That's not supposed to happen.
I'm sorry. What did Alpha Splinter have?
Alpha Splinter did not have a critical item. It was just an energy tank.
Okay.
I think. So the good news is it wasn't a critical item. That has definitely you know what? Double damage might have done something.
Maybe.
Um
I mean, I think
Now,
Testrion also used a power bomb.
yeah, and the fight doesn't reload either, so yeah, that's
Well, we're gonna have the arena loaded in for a while. I
yeah,
mean,
what
luckily it
happened
was just
was
an E-tank, but Crash doesn't know that, so uh
it should be
yeah.
noted that you shouldn't have to the cutscene for Umos 2 is a separate trigger. Um so in the event that Umos 2 is required, Crash can still get it despite not killing Alpha Splinter. Inghive Key 3 has the Seeger launcher 2 rooms away. Interesting hint.
Great, fantastic.
Looks like Crash is just choosing to reset here.
Yeah, I can understand the
Oh, it was Emerald to get out of this gate.
yeah.
You had to go all the way to Great Temple to Temple Transport Violet just to get out of Aegon.
Fantastic. Um yeah, so we can scan this. We can just hit literally the two targets here with one missile, which is fantastic. Hopefully these are unlocked. We have
Oh,
an emerald, and we'll see in a second.
and the other one is Violet. So this area
Violet,
is
okay,
free.
so we can do this area the right way, so we don't waste any time doing it.
This logically also gives us a pathway to meeting grounds. In case the elevator is a pain, like that elevator sank entrance, for example, which is currently only
Yeah.
one way until we open the door.
We also have super missiles, so there is one thing we could do. We could go to the Torvus section to Torvus quadrant, and there are two more lifts there. We can also get hints for the Sky Temple keys, which is neat.
Well, the thing that's keeping us from Sky Temple key hints right now are Seeker missiles, which we have a vague idea of where they
Oh
are,
yeah,
but
right. Yeah.
unfortunately, we need to either find Seekers themselves or Inghive Key 3.
Okay, so Crash quickly redid Alpha Splinter to be sure. Okay, there was no progression in the hive here.
Yeah, the problem with a seed like this is that a very large amount of the game is now open to us, and Crash
Yeah,
venting
that's
some
a
frustration.
that's a pretty big problem. So we have a lot of checks to do still in temple grounds, and then we also have we have various lifts all around here.
Actually, come to think about it, I would check Plane of Dark Worship right now because
Yeah, it's
um,
doable.
Plane of Dark Worship and a Cursed Lake are 2 rooms away from each other, and I think I saw a missile-related upgrade. Actually, that can't be Seekers. What am I saying?
Yeah, I mean it could be like unlimited missiles. That could still be nice to have.
That is true. It is counted as a missile-related upgrade. And we have the Temple Assembly Site door unlocked, so we'll check that
Okay.
elevator.
We'll see what that. I have no idea why you just lowered that thing.
Force of habit, most likely.
I never lower that. Like you don't need to if you have space jump. You don't need to if you have bombs. You don't need to if you have screw attack. You don't need to at all, really, because you can just do one dash.
All right, and it was the Temple Assembly Site elevator leads to Sank Entrance, so that's a good
Which we
elevator
can't
to...
do yet, because
No.
it needs boost.
Yeah, it does need boost. It actually, I've learned that it can be done in logic without bombs.
Yeah. Okay, we can do a Morbus. Yay.
Wonderful.
with Dark Aegon Key 1 in communications.
Now,
Okay, there's also this section here, which we all love.
Now, the nice thing about having all the Aegon keys now is that Amorbus is only guarding a Sky Temple key, so the nice thing about that is you can wait till later, and the save warp is in Aegon, which is not a good spot in Aegon, mind you, but a spot in Aegon, no less.
Yeah. It's definitely good.
And it looks like the Sank gate is also unlocked, so we're going to see this elevator in a minute, too.
Don't you love it when people have 30-something missiles and just skip missile expansions like they have that many?
Yeah, the other thing is with double damage, you can conserve ammo a little more reliably as well, unless you're spamming supers everywhere.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, you
That's
could
true.
do.
That is true.
Alright, this hint reads that the boost ball is in Torvusbog Temple access, so it is in Torvus.
Let's go to Torvus! Yay! Sanctuary Vault site.
That is actually a usable elevator, though. We have power bombs and spider ball,
Yeah,
and
we
screw attack
do.
for that matter.
We could get the check in there, or at least see what it is. And with those items, we can actually also do, what is it called? Transport Center?
Mm-hmm. We can actually just go all the way through and do that entire loop around Sanctuary. The only thing we pretty much can't do is anything that's boost ball locked. There are a couple of boost lock checks, including Spider Guardian, thankfully. Is there anything in the game that Grapple Beam is hard required for? Not anything
Absolutely
that Screw Attack...
not.
Yeah, not anything that Screw Attack can't also do. What is that?
Didn't see it very well, but apparently it's nothing important.
Yeah, this item can be picked up without, with Screw Attack.
Yeah, it can be picked up with just Screw Attack. You can do either a somewhat precise Screw Attack from a bit farther in, or you can do a triple BSJ to a standable terrain and then use Screw Attack, just do like 1 or 2 jumps. Something trivial. I think it's an E-Tank. Or not. Maybe this. I'm sorry. I am confused. I am tired.
That's all right. I feel the same way, to be honest with you. But
yeah, obnoxious puzzle. Tell me about it.
Yeah,
I was so happy when I learned how to skip it entirely.
Oh yeah, I thank Jagger G for teaching me the slope jump screw attack variant, so that way I can even get it without bombs.
Yeah. Yeah, I learned that version first, and then learned, thanks to Baha, how to do bomb jumps. They're very easy, and they're very easy in this game. They're pretty easy in Corruption as well. You just can't get the camera where you want it as reliably and as quickly, but you can do it. It's definitely doable.
Yeah, so we have some options on where to go here. Sank Vault side is open. We also have the 2 elevators in the Torvus neighborhood. Now, something that Cestron did not do.
We have Combat Master as well.
We do. Now, a nice thing about the randomizer is it actually would not be a bad idea to go check the map station in GFMC. We'll see if Crash does this, but
yeah, like we have this option that's usually always on for races as well, where like the entire map is immediately like, okay, that is a Sky Temple key in Dark Worship.
We do need that.
So yeah, where the map is unlocked in its entirety from the very beginning. You can see every room's name, every door color. You can see everything, and you also can see rooms you haven't been to as blue. One thing you can't see, however, is the lifts. If you have them randomized, you can't see them. They are treated like every room is treated in vanilla. So to see those, you need the map stations, and the map station in a GFMC compound is actually very useful for that, because there's like 6 lifts, right, in Temple Grounds, and you reveal all of them.
Right, and Crash has just discovered, Crash is choosing to go into the meeting ground section to the Torvus section of Temple Grounds to read the hints and head in that direction. The elevator is amber locked, however.
Yeah. So we'll see where Amber could possibly be.
Well, good news is it's not on Chica, and there's nothing on Tumos either. Both of the hints have revealed some pretty good information. Unfortunately, that does not...
Unfortunately, like, unless Quad has something useful, then only a Morbus should be required.
Now, it should be noted that a missile-related upgrade is in Defiled Shrine, and that could very well be Seekers. The only thing you need to actually get to that section is Supers. Seekers are only locking Sky Temple Gateway. But it looks like Crash is just going to loop around to... Actually, I wasn't paying attention. What, I'll check on the playback for a second. Was that a non... Oh, it was another amber lock. So both the Torvus elevators are amber locked.
Fantastic. Where could Amber possibly be? If it's in Mining Plaza.
Well, we actually have an idea already of where those elevators are going to lead to, because the only elevators we have missing on the table right now are Lower Torvus. Well, actually, we have several. We've got Lower Torvus and Torvus Entrance, and those obviously can't lead to each other. Then we have the soft lock elevator in Sacred Path, as well as... give me a second.
What do you mean in Sacred Path? Soft lock elevator?
The other elevator near GFMC, the one to behind Crash right now, where you have to go through that bridge that you normally need Dark Visor Seekers to get back from.
Right.
That's an elevator, and Sanctuary Spider Side is an elevator. So currently, this elevator here, this softlock elevator, has to lead to Torvus. Either, probably Torvus Entrance, given what we know. However, Sank Vault is open, so that could change.
If it ended up leading to like Torvus Temple, that would be a massive soft lock, because Torvus Temple is locked by Seekers.
Well, we already have Torvus Temple. Oh, this could be. Oh no, this is 3 rooms away. I don't think this is Inghive Key. That's what Cestron is trying to find out, to see if it's Inghive Key 2. Unfortunately, I don't think it is, because Defiled Shrine is 3 rooms away from this key.
Yeah, one thing we absolutely need is Dark Visor.
Well, okay.
Looks like we will be seeing the hints after all.
And we're going to see some out-of-bounds Seeker lists here. So a bit about out-of-bounds movement is that in every room, it's surrounded by basically the gravity box that defines where the physics of the game are for that room. When entering or exiting the box, you have a 3-frame window to pull off a jump in a 60 FPS game that usually runs buttery smooth. So yeah, that is 1 Ocarina of Time frame. 1 NTSC Ocarina of Time frame. I know it's lower now.
Yeah, these games run very smooth, unlike a certain Metroid Prime 3 corruption, whatever that name means. Metroid Prime 3.
So what Cestron's just done there is clip back and bounce through a ceiling warp and then open the door from the other way, because the other side is a blue door, so it's safe. And by doing so, the Seeker Lock is now removed. Cestron now no longer needs Seeker Missiles to return to Sky Temple Gateway, assuming he does not save scum these keys, which I doubt he will.
Some doors in this game that are locked on both sides. Some are only locked on one side. And they're very weird. They're somewhat inconsistent sometimes. Profane Path, okay. Under Temple, oh. Forgotten Bridge, okay. Cache A in Dark Torvus Bog. Which one is that?
That is the A is the Seeker locked one. I couldn't tell if that was C or A or B.
It was A.
Okay, well, unfortunately, we still need some gear. We still need Echo Visor and Gravity Boost because we
Oh,
also
great!
had...
We have Sacrificial Chamber. I love that.
Yeah, our key hints were Grapple Guardian, Amorbis, Transit Tunnel South, so that's where we need gravity. It could be gotten but with an out of bounds, but I find that fairly unlikely that runners are going to do that. Profane Path, so we need Echo. Under Temple, which we could do. Forgotten Bridge is free. Cache B is free. Cache A, excuse me. Cache A is not free. We need Seekers for that.
Yeah, we need Seekers. So, one thing actually about Sacrificial Chamber was recently I like proposed, um, I presented in the Discord an alternative way of doing that fight without ever needing to scan the first phase of Grapple Guardian.
Ooh.
And it's a bit like I think it's a bit easier than running around it and hitting its tail from behind. Basically, you bait it, you stay into the safe zone, and you bait it basically into uh, turning from right to left. Yeah, from right to left from your perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And when it does that, it rotates, like it does this little jump rotation, and
Mm-hmm.
it briefly, very briefly, very quickly shows you its tail that you can then hit as it's doing that with a charged light shot, and it takes under a minute to do that, like to do the whole fight without with this method. It's
Hmm.
pretty quick. Uh, so I would definitely recommend trying it. I actually
Nice.
recorded two versions, one with normal damage and one with double damage. I'll send them in the Twitch chat.
All right, so we have an interesting scenario here where Crash is actually going to verify which elevator here, and I think Sestron is about to do the same. So after all this, our runners are actually going to kind of meet up, high five a little bit, exchange map notes, maybe. But we're going to see where that soft lock elevator leads to, because it is Torvis entrance. So Sank Spider Side has to lead to Lower Torvis. So we've gotten all our elevators written out, and we actually have to take that elevator pretty much because it's either that. Actually, we have two options. We can either go through Torvis entrance, or we can go through Sank Vault Side from 1 second from the other GFMC elevator. So you have a choice. Both options have a lot of items available to them. Torvis, I think, is the more dense play right now, though, even without Seekers. And it looks like that is exactly where Crash is going. Meanwhile, we're going to see Sestron do a quick peek at Phazon Grounds. This is in logic with Dark Suit and a Progressive Grapple. And it gives us Cobalt Translator. That is very good to have before going into Sanctuary.
Very good when you don't have Amber.
Yeah, I think the elevator we really want to see right now is Amber. You're absolutely right. Oh, that's a cannonball in Torvis Lagoon. We could probably get that later. Crash might get it now with an air underwater. We'll see.
Yeah, Air Underwater unfortunately is a frame perfect trick in a game that runs at 60 FPS, so that's going to be fun.
We are, however, going to see the Emerald hints, and there are 6 hints in Torvis, and usually the Emerald hints, I don't know if it's just my experience or not, but the Emerald hints tend to be the ones that help you plan out your seed the best. Case in point, there's Echo, Under Temple Access. So it's basically free. Under Temple Access you don't need gravity for. It would be nice, but you don't need it. Alright, the good news is all remaining red keys are irrelevant this seed, since we know that Chica is dead, and we can get to quad without keys with Annihilator and Screw. Alright, so yeah, I'm just looking at, the only two major things we need beyond this point are, we know Echo Visor now, so we actually just need Gravity Boost and Seeker Missiles. And we know Boost Ball is in Torvus Temple Access, so we know where that is. But Crash is going to go ahead and get the Forgotten Bridge key first, and then just loop right around and head back and locate unlimited beam ammo in Abandoned Worksite.
That is very nice.
Yeah, the way we can tell if a pickup is a super pickup is because it's using the original dual dark and light ammo item models. For the randomizer, we split the dark and lights, and they have either the purple or the white.
Yeah, that's an option, of course. And like for these races, we usually use split ammo.
And right after that, unlimited missiles in Great Bridge. So our runners now have all the multiplayer pickups and access to Cannonball.
Yep, I love this. So yeah, now we can actually spam supers. We could even spam like Sonic Boom, Dark Burst.
And unlimited. I think unlimited missiles is probably the better, because you never want to run out of missiles when you need to open a door. At least if you run out of beam ammo, it's not too hard to fill back up, and B, you can still use it.
Yeah, having unlimited beam ammo is definitely very good for just spamming. Yeah, this is the point in the game where it's extremely satisfying to do this.
Oh, wow.
Amber.
So that gives us access to the other elevators, so we now have
access to everything, I think.
Just about.
Where was Cobalt? Cobalt?
Cobalt Translator was in Phazon Grounds.
Okay. So Crash needs to go to Phazon Grounds, but Cestrion has access to everything.
Alright, still no sign of Inghive Key 3, so no intel on where Seekers are. The other suit, no, that's the first suit. The suit that we found already is in Portal Access. Yeah. Thanks, game.
Yeah, don't you love it when it gives you hints for stuff you already have?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now, this is an interesting scenario here where both of our runners are now basically neck and neck, besides the only difference between the two of them is that Cobalt Translator, and Cestrion's not going to be too far away from unlimited beam ammo. Oh, right, we established Boost was here already. So, Sank Entrance is now in play.
Unfortunately. Though we can't get into Sanctuary proper yet, because we need both Dark Visor and Seekers to do that.
Yeah, we could check the rest of Sank via the Sank Vault elevator.
Yeah, of course we can get in through the Vault elevator. We just can't get in through the entrance.
Right, and we now know for sure that the lower Torvus elevator will lead to Sanctuary Spider Side. A Morph Ball system can be found in Dark Aegon. That could be referring to either Spider Ball or main power bombs. Not that it matters, because we have them both anyway.
This is so sad. Cestrion has not found unlimited beam ammo yet.
Yeah, thankfully unlimited beam ammo...
Hopefully he finds them.
Yeah, unlimited beam ammo is not the one it's one you could live without, especially with double damage already in tow.
Yeah, you can live without it. I can't.
And I mean,
of course, that? Entirely doable. It's just, I like it.
Alright, whatever that is, Crash is interested, is that... Oh, it is Dark Visor.
Good, okay. Oh. Inghive Key, very useful, thank you.
Yeah, now Cestrion scanned that because he wanted to make sure it was Inghive Key 3. Because Inghive Key 3 gives us a picture of where Seeker Missiles are.
Yeah. So how many rooms away are they?
2. From Inghive Key 3 and Seekers are 2 rooms away from each other.
So
So yeah, we're looking for Seeker missiles and Gravity. Seekers, we kind of have an idea. Gravity, it's going to be anywhere except lower... actually, it could include Lower Torvis. I take that back. Watch it just be chilling in Hydro Dynamo Station. The main shaft in Lower Torvis.
I get Seekers very early in my seeds for some reason.
Alright, so what Cestrion's going to do here is take out the 2 checks here in Plaza, follow Crash, and I would assume this is going to route into Abandoned Worksite and Dark Forgotten Bridge to grab A, the Sky Temple Key, and B, Unlimited Beam Ammo.
Yeah.
And I would wager they would do that before going into Dark Torvis, because they still need to get Seeker Missiles for Cache.
Yeah. Actually, Seekers could be right here.
Mm-hmm.
I think they are. No, they aren't. Sorry.
Well, we haven't seen Inghive Key 3 anywhere at this point, so if Inghive Key 3 is not here, there's no way there's going to be Seekers.
Wait, wasn't it the one in
The hint read that Inghive Key 3, or Seekers are 2 rooms away from Inghive Key 3. The Inghive Key we picked up in Grove was key 2.
Oh.
Not picked up, but that's Cestrion observed.
It's gonna be in Sanctuary, I bet.
I don't know what that is, but it's definitely a not, I think it's something that Crash wants. It might be another suit. Let me have another look.
Oh, we never got a hint for that.
Oh no, it's Gravity.
Oh yeah, it's Gravity. Yeah, you want to go over here, boost up here, and yeah. Then you can just screw attack over or use the cannon if you're a complete loser.
Well, the cannon's actually faster. And it is a race, to be fair.
Yeah, but he uses cannons.
But yeah, so...
The answer is complete losers.
Alright, so we are in, we're in Secret Missile Go mode. Since both runners know about Echo Visor already. This
is an interesting Go mode.
Well, it's funny that, because the Go mode, I think we can go into this since it was like 2 weeks ago now. The Go mode for 2 weeks ago's weekly was Dark Beam.
Fantastic, I love that.
You'll love it even better when I tell you where it was. Sank Map Station. You know, that room that needs a translator and 2 suits.
Oh yeah, I think I was actually there during that weekly. I think I was watching.
You might have been watching on the sidelines, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, we didn't restream any races between October 9th and now because...
yeah, I was definitely
issues.
watching. I was definitely watching that one on race time.
Yeah, that was a beautiful
I think that's when I tuned in to your stream.
I do not remember the weekly that had Space Jump on Chica. I think I sat that one out. But yeah, so far, it's not been too terrible of a seed. You did have to go all the way to Great Temple for Emerald Translator just to get out of Aegon, but that was about it.
Yeah, that was the only somewhat jerk move.
Yeah, now we're just in this weird spot where Seekers could be in a number of different spots. Cestrion's gonna check Boost Guardian here, which...
Aww. Skipping Dark Burst. Why?
Oh, was that what was up there?
Yeah, I think that was Dark Burst. I saw a purple orb. Okay, there is one check here we can do. Let's see.
Alright, we're gonna see Cache B here. Actually, yeah. Okay, yeah, it was Cache A.
It's just... okay.
So, yeah, the Cache A is the... Yeah, Cestrion checked hints, and right now, the only key we actually can't get right now with our current equipment is Cache A.
I think there's one that's echo-locked.
Yes, but we know where Echo Visor is, and it's now much easier to get with gravity.
The Dark World in this game has the edgiest names ever
Oh
for
yeah,
the rooms. Profane Path,
Profane Path,
plane of dark worship,
Putrid Alcove,
putrid, venomous pond, something like that.
that was Inghive Key 1. The one Inghive key that Cestrion did not want to see.
There's also doomed entry.
And then there's just a ton of ink caches.
Yeah. Which is very helpful when there's another thing in the game called an ink cache.
Right.
Genuinely very useful. Thank you very much. I don't know about you all, but Storage D is the scariest room name in the game.
Oh yeah, that could be real scary if you're not prepared.
Storage D and the Pick of Destiny.
Alright, so Dark Torvus was pretty much a bust. No sign of Seeker Missiles. Or Inghive Key 3. Inghive Key 3.
Randomizer kinda hates Torvus. Like, I usually have, like, 0 progression in Torvus and maybe, like, some Sky Temple keys, or maybe almost every Sky Temple key is in there.
I was about to
no
say...
actual items.
I was about to say, it's funny you say that, because that is basically what happened in the vast majority of the 2020 tournament races, that Torvus ended up being the big hotspot for mostly Sky Temple keys, but other than that, not too much else.
Yeah, exactly. Apparently it happens often then. It's not just me.
Yeah, lately I've found Sanctuary to be a lot of progression hotspots, although not so much the Sank Spider side area, like the Spider's Treasure neighborhood, because in the 2020 tournament, that was 2019 tournament especially, that was a big hotspot for progression. Or wait, am I thinking? Yeah, 2019. Underground Tunnel, as Jojo points out, was another big spot for progression in 2020.
Well, I got into Prime in the summer of 2021, so...
Yeah, I believe there are playlists of both the... And we didn't have a tournament in 2019. I don't know what I was thinking. But we have the playlists of the 2020 and 2021 tournaments on SpeedGaming. So they're definitely out there if you folks at home want to go take a look at some of the messes that some people have created.
Oh yeah, the SpeedGaming bot just reminded me, by reminding me of the existence of SpeedGaming Française, that
Can I stop you for a second? I'm so sorry. That hint just read Gravity Boost is in Torvus Plaza. It's not like you need gravity to get into the neighborhood game.
But yeah, that reminds me a French dictionary, I think, yeah, or a vocabulary. I mean, some authority on the French language. Just recognized a new neutral pronoun, which is very nice, and of course it's had its loser critics saying "you're too woke."
Oh my.
Which is always hilarious, right? Oh, that jump is hateful.
Oh yeah. You basically have to not
that
only
jump is so much easier with Spring Ball.
Oh yeah. Spring Ball makes a lot of things easier. Unfortunately, this is Metroid Prime 2 Echoes for the Nintendo GameCube, not Metroid Prime 2 Echoes on the Metroid Prime trilogy for the Nintendo Wii or Nintendo Wii U Virtual Console.
Yeah, if OT Naruto's listening, please give me that that Prime Hack version with the Spring Ball in GameCube games. I know I know you made it. I've seen it. I
Well,
want it.
Crash is learning that we've been trying to contact you about your ship's extended warranty. Oh,
Oh yeah,
Dungeon
that is one of the
has...
best joke hints I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah. Dungeon has a missile-related item. I'm trying to think this through for a minute. I don't think that can be Seekers, because Under Temple access is 3 rooms away, number 1. Number 2, Grapple Guardian is 2 rooms away, and that we know for a fact that's a Sky Temple key.
I wonder if there's anything on Alpha Block.
I'm trying to think. Hydro Dynamo Chamber was missiles, so that's probably a no. We are going to get one more Emerald hint, though. Which reads, the Violet Translator can be found in Great Temple. Thanks, game.
Thank you so much.
We kind of needed it to get... we kind of needed it to get Emerald just so that way we can access the rest of the world.
I don't know what I would do without these hints.
And we find a Torvis key in Training? Yeah, this one's Training Chamber. Yeah, this Gathering Hall and Training Chamber I always get mixed up. The Training Chamber in Prime 1 is easy.
Insane.
The Training Chamber in Prime 1 is easy to remember because that one's terrible. But yeah, so no sign of Inghive Key 3 or Secret Missiles anywhere in the vicinity, so I don't believe it's anywhere in this neighborhood. We are looking for Inghive Key 3 because we know that Seekers are 2 rooms away from it. We got a hint earlier in the game that says Seeker Launcher is 2 rooms from Key 3. We found Ing Keys 1 and 2. And I think, I'm trying to think this through for a minute, but I do believe we need Echo for Profane Path, but it's in Under Temple access. We know that already. Via hint as well. So that's what Crash is going to go get, as well as probably go get the Under Temple Sky Temple key while he's at it. Is Echo Seeker locked? No, Echo is open right now. Crash is on his way to go get it.
Okay, to answer a question in chat, we did get 2 boss hints. We didn't get one for the Quadraxis, but we know that Amorbis has a Sky Temple key and Chica is officially dead. So...
Cestrion got stuck on the wall there. Tried to do a screw attack bonk, but it angled the wrong way to compensate. And, so yeah, I'm trying to think. Based on the amount we have seen, I don't believe Seeker Missiles can be in Torvis at this point, because we've exhausted a lot of the proximity checks.
Well, yeah, of course they're gonna be in Sanctuary. What, are you stupid? Of course they're gonna be in Sanctuary.
You'd be surprised, actually, at the number of barren Sanctuary seeds we've had since 3.0 went live. It's been a strange mixed bag. Like, sometimes Sank is barren entirely, other times Sank is loaded. It's like the randomizer can go either way. But you're going to see Crash go ahead and just deal with Powerbomb Guardian now, get the Sky Temple key, and then grab Echo Visor on the way out. Although it would be faster if the key is here to go out through the portal and not fight Powerbomb Guardian, but it looks like that's not going to be the case.
Actually, that reminds me, are Echo's Plandos a thing?
Yes. Unfortunately, I am not nearly skilled nor adept in the knowledge of how to operate it.
Okay, I'll look into it. Might be fun to make one.
Actually, I want to stop you for a second, because Crash actually just bailed out of Under Temple. I just actually remember Crash does not have hints yet, so he does not know that Powerbomb Guardian has a key.
That's gonna be fun to realize later.
Oh, yes. Many of runners have felt it. I felt it. All the veterans have felt it. It's it's an inevitability when it comes to if you're a frequent flyer of this randomizer.
Yeah, I'm a very frequent flyer of this randomizer.
Alright, so Crash's Retreat Echo. Cestron is going to just go ahead and go directly all the way through Under Temple and pick up this key and Echo simultaneously. Probably go get the Grapple Guardian key too while he's at it.
I think if I remember correctly, of 7 bugs that were corrected in version 3.2.1, I discovered 4, like, by myself.
Oh my. Alright, so it does look like the way forward is Sanctuary, and the only way to get to, the best way to get to Sanctuary from right now is Lower Torves. I'm also thinking really quick, I'm doing some room math in my head. It is possible that Secret Missiles can be in Sank Entrance if Inghive Key 3 is in Reactor Core. Those are 2 rooms away from each other. I think?
Well, it's time for,
Correction, they're 3 rooms away. Never mind.
It's time for, Seekers and Vault.
That could be the case. If main
Yeah,
gyro
it could
has
happen.
has Inghive Key 3, then yeah, that's totally possible.
Wait, is it main gyro or watch station?
Oh wait, watch station. You're right. Yeah, I'm sorry. You said vault. I'm so
Yeah.
used to watch station having progression that I always default to watch station for some reason. Either that or that trick has just been a big sticking point in my mind to skip watch station quickly. We're actually going to see a Hall of Honor dead check from Crash, which luckily, in the event that this is not Secret Missiles, Crash can get out of it pretty easily. There's 2 ways. You can either do a space jump, instant morph into the tunnel, or you can screw attack into the tunnel. Take your pick.
Just an E-tank. Okay. Yep. Let's screw attack into the tunnel. Oh, almost there. There we go. Second try.
Very nicely done.
I take a lot longer for these. Like, I'm not very good at this particular trick, but I can do it.
Yeah, the key is to start the jump low, back up as you're space jumping, but make sure you jerk the control stick in the right direction before hitting screw attack.
Oh, I'm playing on a keyboard. There is no jerking here.
Oh my.
There is no analog stuff here. Which I actually can't R-jump because of my controls, but that's fine. I can make it do.
Yeah, so now we have the case where it's basically clear that Sanctuary is the way forward. Where did Torvis Gate, I think, led to Sank... Let me see.
Well, we'll see in just a second. We're going right now.
Oh, I don't think I actually recorded this.
Could be Spider Side. Yep, Spider Side. Yeah, because I remembered both lifts in if I remember correctly, both lifts. No, actually no, but I remember we found both Sanctuary entrance and Vault side. So Spider side was the only one left. So this is another powerbomb check. So 2 entrances out of 3 to Sanctuary are locked by powerbombs, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, Crash does not have... Now, even though Crash doesn't have Cobalt, the thing is, an item can only be hinted 1 time unless it's on a boss, so we're not going to get another Seeker's hint. Unless there just so happens to be a specific Inghive Key 3 hint, which is very unlikely.
Oh, fantastic. Someone in the chat just just suggested the idea that Seekers could be on quad, and that's absolutely horrible. That is a horrifying. That is a horrifying thing to imagine.
If logic says it can go there, it can go there.
It is possible. It is definitely possible. Like, it could be on high gyro. Yeah.
I didn't see what was in culling chamber, though. What's culling chamber?
This ring right here.
Okay, because if that was a key, then Hive Gyro could have been, Hive Dynamo could have been a valid option, in which case, oopsie, we need to do Spider Guardian. Spider Guardian is in play right now.
Yeah, Spider Guardian is probably one of the most annoying bosses in the game. Like, it's long. It's not hard or anything, it's just long, it's time consuming.
That's what it is. It's not as bad in the randomizer because you A, have power bombs, B, potentially have cannonball, C, have spider ball.
It's a lot like Powerbomb Guardian. It's not hard in the slightest. It just takes some time, and that's annoying.
All right, we got a moment of truth here. What's up here in this gyro? It is nothing.
Looks like nothing to be worried about. So
right. The next room I would start getting worried about is aerial.
It could be on quad still if aerial training site has the key.
Yeah, that's the next place I would be worried about right now. And we can actually get to aerial training site. Well, we can go either way. We can either go from the.
Wait, I don't think this track is disabled.
Yeah, that track is live. Yeah.
That track is live. Why did you do that, Crash?
It's technically faster to slope jump score attack.
Yeah, technically, if you don't fail it. But yeah.
But
yeah, we need to check aerial training site now to be sure, which means we are going back to the light world and going in through the intended route.
You can go in either direction here. You can either go using Echo and Screw Attack. You can go up staging area. Oh, we're gonna get a. Oh, that's right. Sestra never scanned this key, but it's a missile tank. We knew it's too far away from orbital grounds anyway. I don't know why I got worked up over that. And yeah, Crash is gonna verify the Seeker's hint. Exactly 2 rooms away from Inghive.
Exactly 2 rooms away. So if we find that key, we will know without a shadow of a doubt where Seekers are.
Yeah, and like I said, our runners are not going to get... Actually, there is one potential way they can get some intel, and that is if they find the Inghive key hint. Because we already know where the 2 of the Inghive keys are.
Yeah.
Because that hint has been... I think that hint is confirmed. It's either an Amber or a Cobalt hint, because we never read the Amber hints because Amber was so late to the bandwagon.
Yeah, we didn't have Amber until... Yeah, that was a Powerbomb expansion.
It was, okay. And it's beam-related upgrade in Hive Dynamo, so yeah, nothing on that. Spider Guardian 2/3 dead.
Unfortunately, 2/3 doesn't mean... doesn't mean 1.
We had a race in the 2020 tournament where our runner, both of our runners skipped Spider Guardian, got 2 keys, 2 useful keys. I think one was a Sky Temple, another was a Torvus key, but the other Torvus key was on Spider Guardian. It was disgusting.
Okay, so I think Slice has already run out of time because he didn't finish, but everyone else is still running.
Yeah, unfortunately, Inner Slice only had a limited amount of time
to join us today. Yeah, had a limited amount of time, so that's unfortunate, but shout-outs to Inner Slice.
Alright, on the subject of divergence here, Cestrion's going to go to the vault side elevator, while Crash is going to head to vault side via main gyro chamber. So both runners are
again not really divergence.
Here. Well, yeah, no, they're going to meet up in a second. Now you might notice Cestrion's elevator sounds are off. That is an option you can enable.
There is one hint we can get here that Crash did not get.
Oh yes, the
Okay,
main
we're
research
doing the
hint.
puzzle. Oh, we're not doing area, are we? Or is Crash checking gyro here?
Well, actually, it's funny you mentioned that because Airy is actually no, Airy's 3 rooms away.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
so
Airy,
this could be okay, no, we're not doing area or the oh, actually, I mean, you need to reload the room for the puzzle to activate, so that might be Crash's plan here.
I didn't see what was in Transport Center.
Oh, me neither. I wasn't looking. Apparently, nothing worth anything. I mean, we would have gotten it already. Okay, that is a nothing in what's this room called again?
Reactor Core.
Yeah, reactor core. Wait, then what's the one in Aegon called?
Main reactor.
Main reactor. Oh, I love this game. Its room names are so diverse and.
And to answer your question, chat, we did get sand cache. The translator gate was empty.
You know what we didn't get? Sand processing.
We did not get sand processing, but we still don't have any sign of Inghive Key 3, so even if sand processing... the only thing that is 2 rooms away from sand processing is Storage D, Vent Area A, Vent Area A, which I'm pretty sure our runners didn't pick up, because it was an expansion. And chat's also saying sand processing was checked anyway.
Oh, okay.
Crash must have checked it after picking up Boost.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Somebody must have checked it. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, there's our key. There's our Inghive key.
So that means Seekers are just chilling in watch station access.
Okay.
Or Cat West. Or Cat West. But either way, it's just chilling.
Hopefully it's watch station access. Closer. Way better. And, no.
Well,
okay, well, we are going to have to use a couple cannons, but that's fine. Yeah, right there.
Ooh, Crash is not noticing Cat West.
Yeah, Crash.
Might have just caught it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, definitely. There we go.
But yeah, Seekers have to be in here. Okay, so not as bad of a location as it could have been, but unfortunately, Cestrion took a wrong turn.
I mean, actually, it could be an ATS, couldn't it?
No, portal transitions are not accounted for.
They aren't?
No, they used to be, but they were turned off.
Oh, I think they should.
Crash is thinking about where to proceed here. Well, unfortunately, I think the drone just came down, so...
I think they should be. Like, it is a room transition.
And I think we had a hint that said quad was a PB, so... it doesn't make a difference anyway, bosses are dead.
Oh, it did? Okay.
But we are in no mode. Crash is currently still... well, Crash is actually in go mode, but he just has to go read hints to see that.
What's Crash getting?
Crash is getting this energy tank. Or, oh no, it's Sonic Boom. Of course, Crash has to get that.
Oh yeah, for we can use this for Grapple Guardian.
That is true. But more so, it's Crash's signature weapon, and with unlimited beam ammo and unlimited missiles, it's getting spammed excessively.
Well, it is very useful for Grapple Guardian, regardless.
Yeah. Now,
especially with double damage.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a little fun fact for those not in the know. Turns out that Grapple Guardian is vulnerable to Sonic Boom, even when in the middle of the phase transitions.
Yeah. And Dark Burst as well, though Dark Burst doesn't do nearly as much damage. Like, if you use Sonic Boom or Dark Burst, like, Grapple Guardian literally will not change phases. Like, you can keep it in phase 1 and just kill it like that, with its tail still on.
Oh yeah, I've seen videos of that.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
All right, we're gonna see how Cestron does things here. Actually, if he goes straight into watch station access, which he is not,
Crash is not looking at the hint here. Oh, right, he doesn't have Cobalt.
Crash.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Crash
I'd
doesn't
forgotten
have.
about that.
Yeah, Crash doesn't have Cobalt and hasn't read Sky Temple key hints yet either. So luckily, this does take Crash back to. This takes Crash back to GFMC, and Crash, I believe, has opened up. Both runners have opened up the not watch station, Wind Chamber Gateway Crystal Switch, so they can get to hints relatively easily from GFMC.
I didn't see either of them doing it, but I wasn't paying attention.
They definitely both went through Path of Eyes. I would wager they both opened the Crystal Switch, because it does...
Yeah, it gives you one way back.
Yeah, luckily, I don't think Cestron's going to go for Spider Guardian at this point. He's just going to pick up Sank Energy Controller and check the hint first. And yep, Crash did open up that switch. And the hint is for Annihilator. Thanks, game.
Thank you very much.
Honestly, given how stacked this start was, I'm not too surprised that most of these hints are useless, because, again, for those just coming in, we started with Missiles, Bombs, and Space Jump already, and then we started in Storage C, which had to give us Super Missiles to get out, immediately followed by Screw Attack in Bioenergy Production. So, long story short, we got a lot of pretty critical items early.
Like, the only thing we're really missing right now is the second suit.
That is true, but even then, at this point, it's not going to be important. Although we will be able to see where they are. We will be able to see where it is now, because we now do have the ability, much like if you've been watching the Prime 1 Rando Tourney, we do now have the ability to view the item locations of stuff we may have not picked up in the credits.
Yeah, the credits show the locations of every major item, including every key.
Alright, and to answer the question, chat, Gravity was in Torvis Plaza. It wasn't strictly... Actually, it was required because Transit Tunnel South had a Sky Temple key. Alright, now yeah. Crash has returned 4 keys and is about to receive the last 5, 2 of which are unfortunately in locations he has passed.
Yep, Sacrificial Chamber, Dark Aegon Temple, which we know, Profane Path. There's Crash writing these down.
Most likely. Usually after 3 hints, I take a second to write mine down.
Under Temple, and Cache A.
Yeah, that was the secret missile locked one. I think Cestron's just verifying his hints real quick.
Yeah, maybe looking over them again, because I don't think Cestron ever stopped to write any of them down.
Yeah, I think Cestron has... Yeah, Cestron has 5, Crash has 4, so yeah, we're all up to date here. So yeah, Cestron, what Cestron has to do now is go get a Morbus, the 2 Dark Torvis, and the 3 Dark Torvis, actually, so... let's route this out a little bit here. Crash is also in
Cestron is about to get Seekers, so that's going to be it for Cestron as well.
He's already... Yeah, he's
already
gone.
Where are you... Oh,
he's
right,
already gone.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, the way Cestron would want to go about this is probably to save warp, actually, which to put you at least in Aegon, because actually from Sanctuary, those two, the Vault and Spider elevators, don't put you anywhere near where you need to be.
I think that's what Cestron's doing. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Because yeah, we still need like Cestron has done Power Bomb Guardian. So he still needs, let's see, Sacrificial Chamber, Cache A, Dark Aegon Temple. What are the other 2?
Profane Path. That's
Profane Path. Yeah. Wait, there's one more.
For Crash, Crash is also missing. Give me a second.
Crash is missing Powerbomb Guardian under Temple.
Yeah, under Temple.
But yeah, we have Sacrificial Chamber on Morbus, TTS.
That's probably. I think Crash got TTS. Plane of Dark Worship. I don't know if
What's
Crash got Plane of Dark
TTS
Worship.
again?
Transit
What's
Tunnel South.
Right.
Lower Torvis, Annihilator Door.
Yeah. Profane Path, Under Temple, Forgotten Bridge, Cache A, Plane of Dark Worship. Yeah.
Yeah, luckily with this equipment, and like I was saying earlier, it's, Morbus is up very easy with this fight, and because he's only required for a Sky Temple key, you can just route him in now. Although, granted, it's not as efficient as just turning around and going back to Torvis and clearing out the remaining 3 keys there, but even still. Actually, wait, no, not. One of the keys is in Profane Path, which you could get to outside of Torvis entrance, so yeah, in hindsight, doing a Morbus earlier, gambling a Morbus earlier would have played out a bit better, but they wouldn't have known that, so...
Yeah, it's sometimes it's just better not to gamble. Maybe someone else did. Maybe they're about to win, but yeah, Baja and Golub have both finished. Baja with a time of 1:21:57 on race time, and Golub with a 1:27:20.
Very nice.
So GG's to them. We still have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. We still have 5 runners to go, including the ones on screen.
Alright, so we are seeing... we're going to see the Morbus fight. With Dark Visor, you can actually track them, the worms in the ground earlier. Easier to get your target lock. If you have Dark Visor equipped, you can lock onto the worms before they jump out, which is great if you're actually fighting this with only Seekers, because that gives you plenty of time to arm extra Seekers to get the 5-shot.
Yeah, but now we have double damage, beam, it's literally just one shot. And we have unlimited ammo, so we could even just spam Annihilator, and we would hit something. And this arena doesn't really look that good with Dark Visor, because the ground is all white, all bright white. It's blinding.
Alright, Cestrion has successfully set up the worm skip.
Worm skip, I'm sorry?
So what happens is Cestrion bombed the second worm before the first worm dug back into the ground. If this happens, we actually are repeating phase 2 here. You're actually only going to see 2 worms latch onto the sphere again.
Wow.
And when Cestrion kills the second worm in this sequence, the fight just ends. You don't even ever see the third worm. However, he has to be careful.
Very interesting.
He has to be careful to not do this a second time, because if he does it now, it's actually going to soft lock the game.
Fantastic.
It's typically
this is interesting.
It's typically done when you have Boost Ball in your inventory, because you can get to the other worm easily, but it can be done boostless. Had to do it in a tournament match a couple times. Once or twice. And yep, that is Sky Temple Key 1 for Cestrion. Meanwhile, Crash gets the Under Temple Key.
Okay, so we are at 6 keys for Cestrion. Only 3 more to go.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the best way for Cestrion to get back to Torvis, and I actually think the better play would be to get back to Temple Grounds via ventilation, via Aegon entrance, to go to Aegon Gate, get to Profane Path that way, and then go from there to Torvis entrance, where he can go get the remaining 2 keys, Cache and Cache and Grapple Guardian.
Maybe, yeah.
Temple Transport Emerald, where do those take us? Where do the other elevators take us to?
Okay, so I remember both side elevators took you to
Secret
Seeker
locks.
Locks.
So Aegon Portal, actually, that looks to be what. Well, let's see what Sestron does here. If he chooses to go up, or he's going to go straight. Yeah. Because the Emerald elevator leads to Torvus Temple. Emerald to Violet takes you to Torvus Temple.
Crash is doing
But I think
this boss. Doing
I
the
think
loser way of doing this boss.
But I think, yeah, I think what Sestron is doing here is taking the elevator to the temple grounds, doing Profane Path first, then doing Grapple Guardian and Cache.
Yeah, so this Grapple Guardian was actually pretty slow, like at least for my standard, because if you only use Sonic Boom, like if you literally only use that, like you stay in the safe zone and you shoot it at the floor, it's actually really quick.
The other thing is, it's Crash and he has Sonic Boom. It's his signature thing. He's just got to use it wherever possible.
Yeah, that's why he should have done the whole fight with just Sonic Boom.
And we are being joined by the folks from the main SpeedGaming channel. Welcome, folks. You are joining us at what's coming up to the tail end, actually, of the Metroid Prime 2 Echoes Randomizer weekly race. We are both runners are in go mode, hunting for Sky Temple keys right now. It should be noted also that final bosses are disabled in these settings, so as soon as they get to Sky Temple with all 9 keys and enter the light field, that will be the end of the game.
Okay, Bellator has also finished in third place with a race time of 1:34.22.
The keys that Crash are missing are both of the lower Torvus keys and Profane Path. Oh wait, actually, Crash just got Grapple Guardian, didn't he? Crash is also missing Cache. So Cache...
Powerbomb Guardian. Oh, wait. No, he didn't do Powerbomb Guardian, did he?
Did he? It feels like he...
He's certainly
Yes, he did.
He's certainly walking out of Torvus like someone who's done it.
He did. I remember seeing both runners do it now. Crash might have 7 keys. I'm just running it through in my head. Oh, yeah, no, I think Crash might actually have 7 keys. Because Crash was at...
Yeah, but Jojo had something to do earlier, so it's entirely possible she missed 1 key.
Yeah, because I think Crash had...
Or it could also be just the tracker being the tracker and eating inputs as always.
Mm-hmm. Hungry trackers. Hungry trackers. Hungry trackers. Sorry, no, that's too cheesy.
Well, if that's so cheesy, why don't you give it to the tracker? It's very hungry. Sure, it loves cheese.
Alright, so I think... Oh, Sestron's gonna go grab Cannonball, although I don't know if he realizes final bosses are turned... Oh, well, it does make Powerbomb Guardian easier, to be fair.
Yeah, but we've already done that.
Oh, right. I think he might not remember that final bosses are disabled.
I mean, it's whatever, you know.
I mean,
it's Cannonball.
It's also sort of super item percent, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah, we have every super item right now, don't we?
Mm-hmm. We've got unlimited missiles and unlimited beam ammo. We're both right next to each other, which is hilarious.
Yeah, they were literally one room over.
Crash may have also not gotten Forgotten Bridge. I think he actually turned around and went right.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
Crash get it? Did
Yeah,
Crash get
was it...
Forgotten Bridge?
Well, we'll see right now.
If Crash got
Crash is
Forgotten
getting to
Bridge,
Forgotten Bridge right now.
yeah, if Crash got Forgotten Bridge, I think then he's at 7 keys.
That was a really neat high five.
Yeah. And I think Crash got
They
Forgotten Bridge.
switched dimensions at the same time.
So yeah, Sestron's going to cache A and then probably just go right back out this portal into... Actually, we heard the audio from... I think actually that was key 9 for Sestron. Oh no. He's going towards the... Sestron's got to get Grapple Guardian, that's right. So that
was
is
someone
E8.
talking to, like, a pet in the background there when you're on your end?
Yeah, because I do have a 7-year-old golden retriever that likes attention.
Oh, very cute.
I think she's 7. Yeah, she's 7. Unfortunately, the Pirate Commando is interfering with the Annihilator shot on...
Oh yeah,
there
we
go.
love it. We love it when that happens.
Alright, this is going to be Crash's key... I want to say this is key 8. I'm trying to think the key... What
Could
the key
be 8,
is.
could be 9. We'll see in a second.
It's actually funny because the way Crash ended up routing things, he was actually able to clear out the Torvis Sky Temple keys a lot more efficiently.
Light suit and airy.
Or was that just hinted?
No, but I'm just speculating.
I mean, that would be hilarious.
Okay, Cestrion looks very impatient. I think he needs to do grapple. Yeah,
Yeah,
grapple guardian.
He might have forgotten Grapple Guardian.
Oh wow, is this the quickest way?
It's pretty fast because yeah, the door is open. You just have to go back up and back up through the shaft and then go through one corridor. So I'm fairly certain this is about as fast. Crash, on the other hand, still has to just go do a Morbus now, so...
Oh yeah, that's gonna take a bit longer, but I think Crash is also a bit closer to the Sky Temple Gateway.
Yeah, because I think Cestron's fastest way to Torvis... with Dark Visor Seekers, you can get back from Torvis entrance.
I'm not sure what Crash is doing, though.
Going to the Doomed Entry portal and going through Warrior's Walk.
Oh.
To get to a Morbus.
I mean, he was literally right next to the temple there. Could have gone to the other portal right next to it, and
Well, I think the other thing is, I don't remember if that fight... I don't know if Crash did the fight in front of Portal Terminal after Bomb Guardian. Because if he had done that but didn't activate the portal yet, which I don't think either runner did, what would happen is that pirate fight would delay things by about 20 seconds.
Okay, looks like no one's fighting this boss like a non-loser. Or whatever. This is looking a bit quicker, but Cestrion never grabbed Sonic Boom, so that's going to be just a bit slower here.
Just a tad, though.
Okay. Yeah, luckily double damage makes this fight very quick regardless.
Yeah, that's pretty much been the main saving grace of this whole seed, is that the multiplayer pickups have come up, especially double damage, has come up in pretty generous spots.
Yeah, double damage. Where was double damage again?
It was in early. It was very early in game.
Yeah, it was very early. Where was it?
It wasn't Command Center. Was it in early Aegon, or was it? I want to say it was in. It wasn't Storage B.
I think it was like in one of the rooms.
Doomed Entry. That's right. It was in Doomed Entry.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that just helps a lot. And of course, Crash is using Sonic Boom here on a Morbus.
Same efficiency level at this point.
Yeah, it's cool for the meme factor.
Actually,
I mean, Sonic Boom is definitely not as much of a meme as Flamethrower, though. Like, Sonic Boom is actually good.
Exactly. Another nice thing about Sonic Boom is it actually does have an insanely fast projectile speed compared to Charged Light, even.
Yes, it's literally instantaneous. Like, you just point it where you want it to go, and like a laser pointer, it just...
Alright, Crash already soft-locked once today, so let's, well, not soft-lock per se, but...
let's not do it again.
Yeah, for those not in the know, for some reason Dark Alpha Splinter vaporized, or not Dark, Alpha Splinter vaporized when Crash powerbombed it. I think that might have had something to do with him having double damage when the powerbomb went off.
Well.
But yes, it is a race to the finish for our runners, folks.
Why is something the speed of sound faster than the speed of light? Faster than
Good
something the speed of
question.
light? I have no idea. But it sure does seem like the speed of light in this game is pitiful. So yeah.
Especially Sunburst, which is ironic.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was referring to. And there's also the fact that, let's not forget, Light Beam has a cooldown of uncharged shot of half a second, which is like,
And
Aether physics, but I mean, light speed is a constant, and the speed of sound is also a constant. Like in the entire universe, that's how it's supposed to be. So, I mean, stuff like gravity could be different, but I think the speed of light and speed of sound should be universal.
Alright, so now Crash is on a race to the finish, and it's going to be, I think, just go straight to Aegon Gate and then go to walk around Temple Grounds to get to Meeting Grounds that way.
Yep. Unfortunately, Cestrion is here already.
Yeah, so this will be a Cestrion will take this race, but Crash won't be too far behind, which
yeah,
I think
definitely not too far behind.
And indeed, Cestrion finishes with a official race time GG time of 1:49. Well, actually, Cestrion is about to done right now because he forgot final bosses were turned off.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it can be easy to. So that's why he got Cannonball in the end.
Yeah. We will attempt to get Cestrion in here for an interview.
And by we will attempt, we mean we're just gonna ask, hey, want to come in? Please come in.
Well, we are joined in the booth by Cestrion. GG to you. Well played.
Thanks.
That's so.
Yeah, those Seekers.
Mm-hmm. So it is actually a pretty close race. Crash is on his way to Sky Temple with 9 keys as well.
Oh, well. Did he also went for the Defiled Shrine one?
No. I don't think Crash did Defiled Shrine. But we learned the key hints earlier from you, but Crash actually double dipped under Temple, not realizing that there was a key there, because Crash didn't check hints until after Seekers.
I see.
Never did the out of bounds.
And looks like Watch Station had the other suit.
Great, fantastic, I love that.
So yeah, Sestron, your thoughts on the seed?
It was pretty straightforward. In the early game, I think I played the early game really well. Besides that one death at the start. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
was
took
like,
one death and Crash took one soft lock. I mean,
oh,
it wasn't a soft lock, but like he vaporized Alpha Splinter, and
oh, oh,
he was worried. He was worried it might have had progression, so he decided to load a
oh,
save.
I see. Yeah, that can happen.
I think it had to do with double damage.
Hmm.
Because normally we power bomb Alpha Splinter in the randomizer and he's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I had the same issue
And he's perfectly fine.
I had the same issue in another room, and like if you do Dark Samus 1, that room, and you don't have like Dark Beam or Screw Attack, you can
Yeah.
at least do the BSJ up on the top with that little container, and
Yeah, but you
with
do
double
need
damage, your bombs destroy those crates,
Oh
and then I
my.
soft locked. That was really bad.
Oh,
Well, Crash has just finished with an official race time GG of 152.16.
okay.
Jeez.
So we'll see if Crash also wants to pop in here.
So we saw you, Cestrion, scanning
Mhm.
all the red keys, just hoping one of them would be Inghive Key 3.
Yeah, but
Because
that one in Warrior Walk was so hard to scan. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna leave it. Just go check the SDK hints. And after that, I was like, okay, let's just watch where the keys are. And then it was like at the end a 50-50. Like it could be, but it could be not.
right, yeah. Because you picked
So
up.
that's why, yeah, that's why I picked the Fudge Shrine, but I was wrong.
Well, the Filed Shrine is actually 3 rooms away from Orbital Grounds.
Is it?
It
It's
is
one
because
room.
it's the tunnel, the room before the room before the tunnel, and then past the Super's door is 3 rooms.
Oh, well. Thought it would be 2.
Oh wait, no, it is 2 rooms. I'm a dummy.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
There's
I
no
think it's
doors
2
between
rooms.
the tunnel and the area.
That's yeah. I think that's like 2 rooms. So it
It
was like,
is. I'm a
yeah.
dummy.
Oh,
That's
that's
why
fantastic.
that's why I double checked on the hint. I was like, was it 3 rooms or was it 2 rooms? I've double checked in Forgotten Bridge.
That is fantastic. Sunburst was in Reliquary.
Yeah, and
Oh.
Captain, why is if STK is not a mining plaza, why is it on a Malthus? Can you tell me that? Can you explain me, please?
No, that's typical day at the office in my seeds. I don't know why you're so shocked about this.
Yeah.
I'm not
Anyway,
sure.
welcome, Crash.
You guys hear me?
Yeah,
We
Yep.
sure
GG's
can.
Crash.
Okay.
So GG, well played.
Yeah, I spent way too long looking for seekers.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I
See-
felt like I like the 40 or 50 minute mark. I was like, I feel pretty good. I just need to find seekers, and then I didn't find
Yeah.
them for another like half an hour.
Same.
Seekers was actually both your go mode items in this case.
Jeez.
Because what ended up happening was Cestrion went out of bounds to get the hints, the Sky Temple key hints. So unfortunately, by the time you had found them, you had already basically paid a visit to Under Temple.
Yeah, when I was down there the first time, I was like, I'm not gonna run the gauntlet right now. I'll save that for later if I need to. And I think I was able to route in my last 5 keys fine, but it was still annoying that I had to do that.
Yeah, the last
But-
5 keys you were able to route in fast, although one thing that just was really weird, I don't know why Alpha Splinter vaporized on you.
I assume it's because I had power bombs and double damage.
That's what we thought
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. What's funny is that that's not the only boss oddity that happened today, because there was also a Grapple Guardian who died to my sonic boom while he was changing phases.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
something you can
didn't
actually
know
do.
that?
I did
You
not
didn't
know
know
that
that?
could happen.
Oh,
You can
yes.
actually just only use Sonic Boom on Grapple Guardian, and you will kill it without it even ever changing phases.
Yeah, you
So
can
that's
shoot it
fun.
at his face, and you
Wow.
just take damage.
Today you learned.
Cool.
But
Yeah.
other than that, yeah, the seed was fairly straightforward. Although the one main, besides the seeker hunt, the only other main sort of headache was having to go all the way to transport A access for Emerald, and then go all the way back to Aegon Gate to get out of Aegon to explore the rest of the
Yeah.
world.
Luckily, no one. I don't think anyone experienced that little uh, head scratcher.
Yeah, because the Great Temple has a ton of items, and it's not hard to reach or not hard
Yeah.
to get them. So it's a good idea to go check them as soon as you
Yeah.
get the elevator.
Yeah. One of them is free. One of them requires morph and supers or power bombs or screw attack,
Regular
and
bombs work too.
they do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh
regular bombs
my!
work.
Today you learned.
That is a pitiful. That is a pitiful pile of rubble. Then,
Yeah.
yeah, and the other one requires either morph and bombs or just space jump boots. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you both kind of met up in Torvis, and you both found gravity relatively close to each other. So you had a choice when you were going into Torvis. You could either have gone through the Sacred Path elevator into Torvis, which you did, or go through the GFMC elevator to Sank Vault, which both options were great, were good options given you had Screw Attack, and the only hiccup was Seeker Missiles and Echo. But both of you picked Torvis, and ultimately, given what we know, that was the correct move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was glad I did that at least, because like, when I was like on my way back to GFMC after, getting, getting the task stuff, I was like, oh wait, I can check that elevator with the map, and immediately on seeing it, I was like, yeah, I'm going there, no question.
I was kind of late with that map station on GFMC.
You actually both held hands and checked map notes together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So we were thought, maybe they're just, meeting up, checking notes.
Yeah, mostly because I was like, well, I don't want to soft lock and grand soft lock, so
Mm-hmm.
just
How
gonna make sure.
romantic.
Hmm. Yeah. Overall, I was pretty happy with my routing, but I think I think I just did too many unnecessary checks just trying to find
Yeah.
seekers wherever they were, because like I like mostly full cleared the areas I went through. Aside from, of course, the lower Torvis bosses, who I decided now I'll pass on them, happen to be keys. But like everything else, I did like most everything.
Also, I was like, do I want to attempt Seekerless Cache? I was like, nah, not first time. Not first time at all.
Yeah, actually, it's we did see a couple of finishes as a result of Seeker List today.
Yeah, I saw Baha did Seekerless Cache, so if you know how to do that, so it's basically free seed.
It's not often we have a Seeker's Go Mode seed, although I say that, and 2 weeks ago our Go Mode was Dark Beam. Yeah. Well, with that said, thank you both for taking your time to join us and welcome the restreaming world back to Echoes Rando.
Yay!
Yeah, it's nice to have this back after like what, a month or two?
Since October 2nd was our last restream.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so-
almost a couple months, something
Yeah.
like that.
It's been a while.
Yeah, we will be back next Saturday, same time, 3 p.m. Eastern, with the even weekly settings. And with that said, unfortunately, the bot is deciding to take a vacation, so be sure to follow both of our runners, Crash, Boom Bang, and Cestron, for putting on a great show for you here tonight. We also want to extend our thanks to Jojo Mojo, who has been an amazing tracker for us this evening, letting us know who has what, pressing all the buttons. And Sean, thank you so much for joining me here in the booth today. It's good to be back.
Thank you. Yeah, it's really good to be back.
All right, with that said, folks, anything else that you two want to add before we leave? Runners?
I can't think of anything.
Should have asked that first, to be fair.
Hopefully my run proved that Sonic Boom is the best item.
Oh, it is.
I didn't pick it
Absolutely
up.
You are the worst.
Oh my.
It is the best item when it's not charged like beam.
True.
With that said,
I agree.
folks. Well, with that said, folks, thank you for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your night, and we'll see you next mission. Take care, folks.
Goodbye.
So yeah, goodbye.